Well, there it is. Hey guys, this is clickbaity in all sorts of ways, and I love it. It's just really tongue-in-cheek because it does somewhat apply, but it doesn't. You'll see what I mean if you watch this game because it is quite the ride. Trust me on this one. It involves gold, and it does involve setting up some towers on an island. But the question is that enough to win this game? Hey! Patow! We played before. Why do I keep finding orcs on Lost Temple? Seems to be a very common thing. If you're gonna get Lost Temple, you're gonna be against orc. Alright, let's see if this guy wants to let me get away with an expansion or not. Perhaps he does. Perhaps he's like, you know what? This guy, he's human. He's gonna want to fast expand. You know, most of the time, we don't want a human to do that, but why not this time? Why not let this human take an expand? Sure, okay, you can take the expand. I'll just clear the middle and maybe some more important creep camps while she tell you that. You know, you have that, I have what I'm going to have. And we have a mutual agreement and everyone gets along. Warcraft free. Or Peacecraft free. It's the new meta. Where everyone just trades resources and, you know, doesn't actually fight each other. They just fight with one another against the creep camps. You're still hostile to the enemy, but you don't actually fight them. You just got to be careful and dance around them. It's a bit like dodgems. You know, bumper cars used to be a thing, and then they got upset because people kept smacking into each other because it was called bumper cars, so they changed it to dodgems. Yeah, it's basically that. Super political PC style. Let's ruin the fun and basically chastise anyone that actually wants to bump into other people, because it's the whole point of getting on freaking things in the first place, is so you could smash into other people and have fun doing it. I suppose I should send a footman out to scout. I think that would be very important. It's a pretty big map. It would help a lot just to know where this orc is. So I'm going to send you over here, because that's the place that's going to screw me over the most if I go for an expansion up here. Archmage is going to pop out. He's going to be like, yeah, let's go for an expansion, mate. Let's do it. If this guy scouts as a traditional orc should do, I should get scouted relatively shortly. If I don't, then it probably means he's cross-map. I think it's time to go for that expansion, don't you? Ah, there's the peon. That means he is cross-map. Almost definitely cross-map anyway. I can't be absolutely 100% sure. Yeah, I think he's definitely cross-map. Let's speed build a tower. Hope the Blade Master doesn't come over here. Just do some light creeping for now. Tech in. Scouting. No expansion. Alright. You guys are ready to start that expansion now, yeah? Good stuff. There's the peon. He's found me. Has he crept this? He hasn't. Oh man, his Blade Master attacks were so quick there. So fast! Alright, I'm going to carry on creeping that. I know you're coming over here. If that's what you're doing, I'm going to send a couple of militia to at least hit your Blade Master whilst they're getting hit by the arcane. There we go. Sneaky Blade Master is sneaky. Okay, let's just go his base then. I don't think I can actually. No.
What is it? More work? Yes, you do work.
You require my assistance?
Ready for attack. What? Yes,
Come on, you can make it out. You don't have to get killed by him.
What is it?
Or you do. I was trying to hope that basically I wouldn't have to come back with my Archmage to stop this annoying Blade Master, but apparently, yeah, you do.
Yes, me lord. More work.
Our forces are under attack.
What is it?
Yes, my liege.
Ready to work, righto.
Alright, we got there in the end, didn't we?
What is it?
It's probably wind walking back in or something, I don't know. Troublemaker, eh?
Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
That was hard work. That was harder work than I was anticipating.
My liege.
He'll be going to the middle to heal up, because he's a cheap bastard and he won't probably have a heal himself. So we don't really want him doing that.
Build more force. You need.
There he is.
Well, whatever.
Yes, my liege. On my way. Orders. Say the word.
Well,
Yes, me lord. What is it?
you require my assistance?
Orders. You need. Orders.
What is it now? You require
Yes,
my
my liege.
assistance?
Orders. Of course.
Get on.
Yes, my liege. Orders. Right.
Well, get on.
I'm really behind on my macro, which is great.
Yes, me lord.
Nothing too unusual there though.
More work.
Well, I can hardly wait.
Take a gamble and do this.
Job done.
Level 2 water torrents.
Yes, my liege.
What is it?
Say the
You
word.
require my
Orders.
for glory.
What? I can't do this, me lord. More work. What is it? More work.
Get on.
Say the word.
For glory.
What is it?
What is it?
You need.
Here we go. Blade Master time with second hero, so no chance of fighting first as that. So let's let him have that. Won't be able to stop him at all. There'll be 0% chance of stopping him from doing that, because that's just the way it goes. You won't beat a Blade Master with the Shadow Hunter early on. So we're just going to go for more risks, because why not, really?
Yes, me lord.
If I don't take risks, I'm not going to win this game.
Ready to work.
You require my assistance?
What is it?
What?
Job's done.
I can hardly wait.
Say the word.
What? Get on.
Level 2 water torrent, let's go.
Yes, me lord.
Well,
Yes, my liege.
get on.
Job's done. What is it? All right. Yes, me
Well.
lord. Job's done. Ready to work. What is it? All right.
What is it?
Say the word. Aye, my Forces lord. are under
Require my
attack.
assistance?
There's always one that
Job's
aggroes.
done.
Well,
Orders.
Job's done. More
you
work.
require my assistance?
Say the word.
What? Yes, me lord.
Well,
Orders.
I'm not even worried about that agility tome. I know that's going to trigger a bunch of people, but we're not going to worry about that agility tome.
Job
Not for the
done.
moment. I'm better off that I'm just attacking straight away with my Archmage. Always doing something, always doing something.
require my
Never stopping.
What do you need?
Job's done. Job's done.
On my way.
What is it?
Job's done.
Hardly wait.
Oh, now that I'll take up.
What?
Yes, my liege.
Well,
You need. Yes, my liege.
you require my
work.
Okay.
Upgrade.
What is it?
complete.
What is it?
Say the word.
What?
Say the word.
The battle.
Yes, my liege. Orders. Yes, my liege.
Well,
Bloody trolls.
All good.
Yes, me lord. All right.
get on.
Say the word.
What is it now? What?
Sure could do with a heal, and hopefully I don't get attacked.
Orders complete.
Just stay defensive, do what you got to do. Get back, regenerate, feel good about life.
Orders.
Yeah, I know I've got nothing on the gold mine at the moment. That's okay, it's my main base.
What do you need?
The main thing is to set up more gold mines
Say the
elsewhere
word.
for the inevitable sneaky sneak.
Well, what?
Ready to work.
It's good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Okay, now we're going to want a shredder, aren't we? Yeah, we are.
Well,
I've got gold mine going now
What do you
because
need?
I've got enough wood. which was really important to get stuff set up. So let's...
More work.
There's really no reason for him to come down here, but at the very least we'll get a scout tower into arcane tower. I mean, that could be the bait, sure.
What do you need?
Bring the Blade Master in with the
Say the word.
agility time. He'll fall for that.
Orders.
Get some damage onto that because I might be going Gryphons.
All right.
What is
Yes,
it?
my liege.
Oh, he's doing this.
What is
Job
it?
What do you
done.
need?
Require my
Of course, focus on the Archmage. Let's deal with that. Keep running with the Archmage.
Orders.
get on.
Don't stop. Keep running with the Archmage. Hey, Archimon, thank you very much.
Get on.
You need.
Require my
Run back with the Archmage, because he's going to carry on focusing the Archmage. Force him into a position that he doesn't want to have.
Orders.
Okay, that's good. Let's get Zeppelin. You got the Zeppelin on. You got the thingamajig. So let's have a look. Let's get Skeleton Warriors and army set up.
Yes, my liege.
well. What? Get on.
Say the word. Aye, my lord.
Require my
What do you need?
assistance.
Orders.
Research complete.
Attack! What is my liege? Orders.
Well. Get on.
I don't think this is a good fight for me to go into, but at least I got a town portal to do it.
Yes, me lord. Horses are
Coming in.
on the list.
Say the word. Orders.
Don't know what my Archmage is up to. Just having a good old dance, isn't he? Let's focus the Archmage time again. Oh, I could have got... I didn't realise I got level 5. Blimey. Archmage is making good progress. Second hero time.
On my way.
Well.
That's a weird spot of lag. Okay, we're going to use the Zeppelin to scout. We're going to pull back. We're going to get maybe a rifleman or two. Kind of should have done that, but actually,
Yes, me lord.
I've got castles, so screw the rifleman. I'm going straight into Dragonhawks.
Get on with
It's just going to take a little while to set up, but hopefully there's the camp down here at the bottom. Zeppelin's going to check, see if he's got expansion. If he's got expansion, that's fine.
Yes, me lord.
Kind of deserves one, I suppose.
More work. I can't build that. Righto.
require my
He doesn't. Alright, we're going to...
full speed ahead.
Oh, he hasn't done this. I've got almost no army to do this with other than super powerful Taurans, so let's hope that we can do this.
Horses are
Oh, wow. We're just starting this, are we? Okay, let's go.
I've lamped in the face of danger.
And the Creatjack's coming in. Expected. Got the item now.
Are you threatening me? Get on.
Let's check with the Zeppelin to see if he's got any other expansions.
done.
Get on. You require my assistance.
Upgrade complete.
What is it now?
Wait till you see me in action.
Damn, that's a good scout.
Require my assistance.
Job's done.
Right, okay. So Archmage has got this, he's got that.
Done.
Require my assistance.
And fun. Let's give you this and that. Let's get that.
Get on with it.
Job's done.
Let's get some Dragonhawks. Minus the one. Or we can kill
Work.
one of
What
these.
is it? Yes,
And then
me
get
lord.
back onto the trees.
More work.
Time to start towering up so he can't kill what I got.
What is it? Yes, me lord. What is it? Righto.
Require my
There's the expansion.
Give me something to do.
get on. Lord, what is it now? Blood elves. Well,
Aye.
what is it?
Right, you come and follow the Archmage. Keep up the upgrades.
Blood elves. What?
I am here, mortal.
Job's done.
Well, what is
Job's
it?
done.
See something.
He's got double expansion.
You require my assistance.
More work.
Okay, now we know.
What is it now?
Let's get upgrades.
My powers are ready.
Yes, me lord.
What is it?
Aye.
More lumber
Get on.
is required.
Upgrade complete.
What is
I
it?
am here, mortal.
Do
Prepare to
done.
fly.
Off I go then.
Be quick. What is it? Clear the sky. My powers are
Job done.
Well,
Research.
Are you threatening me?
get on with it.
be quick.
You require my assistance.
They shall burn.
Research.
Wait till you see me in action.
Job's done. What is it? Yes, my lord.
Well,
Upgrade complete. Research complete.
you require my assistance.
What is it?
Well,
Be quick.
you require my assistance.
I
Upgrade complete.
Wait till you see me in action.
Whatever.
Are you threatening me?
Look,
What is it? Yes, my lord. Right. Job's
well,
done. Research. What? Off I go then, my lord.
Where must we fly?
All right. Job done.
My powers are ready.
What?
Upgrade complete.
Full speed
Prepare to
ahead.
fly.
What is it? Yes, my lord.
Are you threatening me?
what is it?
Research complete.
Get on with it.
I'm coming through.
What is it? Guide me. Clear the sky.
Oh, this is going to go so bad.
The sky. Where must we fly?
Job's done. Job's done.
Prepare to fly.
Oh, what is it? Righto.
Be quick.
Well,
Wait till you see me in action.
what is it? Whatever.
Where must we fly? My powers are ready. Be quick. Prepare to fly. Be quick.
Require my assistance.
All right.
Well,
My powers are ready.
Trying to stay at 50 food for as long as possible before I need to really push further.
Job's done.
Got it.
what is it now?
Aye.
Well,
Job's done.
what is it now?
More work.
No, hang on a second.
Yes, my lord.
You require
I think
my
I've got to push
More
past the 50
work.
food now,
What is it?
just so I can get some
Yes, my lord.
stuff set up.
Righto. All right.
Get on.
See something?
What is it? Yes, my lord. Righto.
Shouldn't have built that
Yes,
there,
my
actually.
lord.
That'll do.
What?
You require my
Research
assistance.
complete. Off I go then. Upgrade complete.
Well,
Job's done.
Child's play. Be quick.
Wow, he's expanding everywhere.
What?
What is it? Winds guide.
I might have to kill his army a couple of times because this is getting a little bit out of hand.
Job's done. Job's done.
Wait till you see me in
Job's
action.
done.
get on.
Are you threatening me?
What is it? Yes, my lord. All right.
Well,
Wait till you see me in action.
What is it?
get on.
Be quick.
Require my assistance.
Give me some.
Get on.
Is my shredder still working? Yeah, he's working over there though.
More work.
Wait till you see me in action.
So the moment I look away again, it's time to get attacked. Really? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Get on.
You knew there was going to be that long delayed pause before it actually let him go for it. He's going to kill the shredder as well. That sucks balls.
What is it?
What? Upgrade complete. Yes, my lord. Aye, sir.
My
Are you
powers
threatening me?
blood elves. Prepare to fly.
More work.
Yeah, I could have banished my hero.
Job's done. Yes, me lord.
Problem is I need so much wood. It's too much wood to set up.
Get on with it. Fine.
Ready to
Prepare
work.
to fly.
Are you threatening me?
My powers are ready.
What?
This is why I need the shredders.
Be quick, human.
Because I've not got enough. You get going.
Prepare to fly.
Are you
My
threatening me?
powers are ready.
I basically need to have map control now. So I need to get the bigger army.
Get on.
Wait till you see me in action.
Well, get on.
What is this problem?
And there's a bunch of bats. Although, luckily for me, that went well.
My powers are ready.
That's about as good as it can go. Except Blood Mage has gone on his own little journey.
Give me something to do.
Clear the skies.
Well, can hardly wait.
The sprattle. Prepare to fly.
It's hammer time. Forces are under attack.
Just TP out. It's a mess when everything. Are my hotkeys not working? They are. Did he not have a TP? We'll find out when he resurrects because I'm pretty sure I had a TP. And I was spamming that button. Spamming the button.
Get on.
Lord, my powers are
I can hardly wait.
Our forces are under attack.
He's very good at finding everything I got.
You require my
What is it?
I'm a little suspicious on this one.
Get on.
And by a little bit suspicious, my suspicions are starting to arise because it's very unusual for an orc to go crazy with the expansions unless they know that the other player is doing it. Do you see what I mean? Do you think this is a bit strange that he's doing this? I definitely do. I definitely think this is very strange.
Get on.
For glory.
Okay, let's back off because we're probably still not going to beat any army that he sends this way for the moment.
Well,
I am here.
get on.
Let's come over, get some heal skulls.
Our forces are under
There's
attack.
Blade Master doing what Blade Master does.
Wait till you see me in action. Give me something to do.
My powers are ready.
Our forces are under attack.
What is it?
Hang on a second! You saw me, right? Go back, watch the replay. I 100% put all of the hotkeys on that properly. E. Everything was done exactly as it should be done.
Wait till you see me in action.
E. Why is it not working? Well, I'm a little bit confused as to why it's not working. Just a little confused. Very stressful. Very stressful. Good old E not doing shit.
Give me something to do.
I am here, mortal.
Wait till you see me in action.
Be quick.
Give me something to do. Put him away. All right.
My powers.
Very good. Very good. Cannot believe how little E has fucking worked. That's all I do. I'm doing it way before the Bat Riders get to me. Watch this. E. Fuck off. You are getting fucking Bat Rided, boy. Very stressful. This is a lost game, by the way, because he's taken as many expansions. Tower Island, it doesn't work on solo.
Our forces are under attack. I'm your dwarf.
What is it now?
What is it? Winds guide me.
I love the E. I love when the E does shit all. It's my favourite.
Forces are under attack.
What is it?
Well? What?
I have massive suspicions of Batal now. Massive suspicions. Every game I'm going to go into first is Batal. Massive, massive suspicions.
You require my
Because this is very unusual for an orc to do. Very, very unusual. E.
I'll do what I take. Look, what is it now?
Do you see something?
I'll do what I
Be
take.
quick.
Not enough.
For now.
E. Oh, shit.
Forces are under attack.
Aye, sir.
Be quick, Sheriff. Evil is my house.
Not enough.
Bothers me.
Well,
For now.
get on.
Aye, sir.
What is
Require
it?
my assistance.
Undo
I'll
Fala.
do what I take. What is it now?
Do you see
Aye,
something?
sir.
Don't you dare.
Get on.
This brat
I'll
of
do
my
what I take.
You knew that's going to happen. Of course it's going to happen, boy. Of course it's going to fucking happen. Of course it's going to happen.
You require my assistance.
Fucking disgusting.
Well,
Fucking disgusting.
to the blood elves.
you require
That is monumental levels of luck. Monumental.
Where must we fly?
Monumental.
do what I take.
Job's done. Job's done.
Prepare.
Job's done.
Aye, sir. Well,
Job's done. Job's done.
aye, sir.
Wait till you see me back.
Guys.
Wait till you see me back.
Very stressful.
Yes, my lord. What? Yes, my lord.
Well,
Aye.
Job's done.
ignorant is fear. Get on. Aye, sir.
Give me something to do. Turn him away. Aye, sir. For years.
What is it?
I'm your father.
Wait till you see me back.
Well,
Give me something to do.
forecast order.
Move it.
Aye, sir.
What's that?
Prepare to fly. My power.
Death shall burn. For years.
They shall
Wait till you see me back.
Yes, my lord. What is it?
Well,
Give me something to do.
look.
Wait till you see me back.
Get on.
Where must we fly? Clear the skies.
Aye.
Wish my mouse was playing a little bit better. I'm playing with a very shite mouse at the moment.
Sky.
It feels very slippery.
Well,
Very hard to pinpoint targets and get accurate responses. Gonna have to order a new one.
Prepare to
What is
Been
it?
like this the last few days.
Off I go then. More work. What? More work. Righto.
well,
You can count on me.
get on.
Wait till you see me back.
What is it? What? All right. Off I go then.
You can count on me.
my powers are
Get
made.
on. I'll do what it takes.
Where must we fly?
Our town is under siege.
Get on.
You can count on me.
Job's done.
Be
Job's
quick,
done.
Newman.
Job's done.
Aye.
Job's
Get on.
done.
Clear the
Give me
skies.
something to do.
This
What is it?
battle
Aye, sir.
borders me.
Turn him away.
My powers.
Wait till you see me in
Comes
action.
for
I
you.
am here.
Job's done.
Aye. Brilliant.
See something.
You can count on me.
Give me
I'll
something
do
to
what
do.
it takes.
Wait till you see me in action.
See something.
Aye,
Give
sir.
me something to do.
What is it?
Wait till you see me in action.
This battle borders me.
Give me something
You
to
can
do.
count on me.
Wait till you see me in action.
Well,
Aye.
I'll do what it takes.
Wait till you see me in action.
Clear.
I'll do what it takes.
What is it? Yes, me lord. All right.
Well, you can count on me.
Brilliant. Turn him away. Give me something to do.
Bores me.
Get on.
I am
sir.
alive. Wind.
You require
Wait till you see me in action.
well?
Yes, my lord. Right.
Give me something to do. The forces are under
Where
attack.
must we fly?
Get on.
My powers are alive.
Fuck life.
Give me something to do. Wait till you see me in action.
A scepter.
Well?
Right, sir.
Wait till you see me in action.
What? Off I go then.
You can count on me.
Where must we fly?
Wait till you see me
All
in action.
work. Right.
Get on.
Be quick. Prepare.
Forces are under attack.
I'll do what I take.
Get on.
Alright.
You're the boss.
Wait till you see me in action.
Get on.
Alright. Alright. Give me something to do.
Well? Get on.
Wait till you see me in action.
Hey. Well?
Wait till you see me in action.
All right. Right.
Forces are under attack.
This battle bores me.
What is it?
Give me something to do. Wait till you see me in action.
For now
Our gold mine is running low.
is near.
You can count on me.
Be quick.
All the way.
Fala.
Alright. You can
Winds
count on
guide
me.
What is it?
I'm coming through.
Gold mine is running low. All work.
Give me something to do.
Job done.
My
At least wood is not a problem.
Job done. Yes, my lord. All right. Righto.
Alright. Wait till you see me in action. You can count on
Yes,
me.
my lord. Job done. All right.
Well?
Alright.
You're the boss.
for my people.
What is
Give
it?
me something to do.
I am here, mortal.
Well?
Give me something to do. You can count on me.
What is it? Where must we fly?
Wait till you see me in action. Count me in. Give me something to do.
I see those bats in the minimap.
Alright.
No problem. Job's done.
Wait till you
You're
see
the
me
boss.
in action.
Job's done.
They'll be going bottom left or something.
All work.
What is it?
Where must we fly?
Wait till you see me in action.
Require my
Give me something to
Here,
do.
mortal.
All cool. Job's done.
You require my assistance? What
Wait
is
till
it?
you see me in action.
Can't even get upset about it anymore.
Yes,
I was so stressed before because it was so important that things go well for me earlier on.
You require...
And nothing was going well in those fights. So bad.
Get on.
Alright.
Right, I got mass teleport. Even though Blade Master can go around killing all my farms, I need to try to find a way to just start spreading them.
off I go then. I can't build there.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay.
Well? What is it?
Shame I don't have a shade or something.
Well?
I can get Dust of Appearance, but seeing as he's running after me and wants a fight, I don't think that's a good idea.
This battle bores
Get on.
me.
Give me something to do.
What is it now?
Our forces are under attack.
We'll get a little bit more prepared. There we go.
Wait till you see me in
Require
action.
my assistance?
Alright. Give me something to do.
Get on.
Give me something to do. Wait till you see me in action.
What is it now? You require my assistance?
For my people.
Wait till you see me in action.
Job's done.
Mountain King definitely needs boosted speed.
Alright.
Require my
Clear
assistance?
skies.
What is it?
I fly.
What is it? Yes, me lord.
Well?
My powers are
Give me
Require
something
my
to do.
Job's done. What is it?
He's pretty much left to one expansion now, isn't he?
All work.
Which is not good enough.
Forces are under
No more wind walks for you, buddy.
Brilliant. Wait till you see me in action. Give me some do. Aye. Move it. Give me some do. Wait till you see me in action. Aye.
You've only got so many heals as well. That's it, you're out of mana for the heals.
Put him away. Give me some do. Give me some do. Wait till you see me in action.
Where did he get the mana for that? Where did he get the mana for that wind walk? Question. Where did he get the mana for the wind walk? He was out of mana. Did he regenerate mana that fast? Did he literally regenerate mana that fast within such a short space of time? Ah, he leveled up. Fair enough. Waiting for some more bats. There we go. Mountain King, you got your Stormbolt?
Wait till you see me in action.
Where must we fly? You see something. I can hardly wait.
Wait till you see me in
You can kill my units, but I'm still going to get your buildings and everything else that matters. You may be an orc that has the better chances in these fights.
Wait till you see me in action.
I am here, Lord.
Wait till you see me in action. Brilliant. Give me some do.
Where must we fly?
What's that? Aye. Wait till
Fuck off! Thanks, mate.
Wait till you see me in action.
has collapsed. Not enough, man.
Yeah! Well, you're never really going to get a solo Tower Island, considering how hard it is to pull it off. Doing that. By the way, that's why I was upset earlier. In case you couldn't tell, that he was taking all those expansions. I was highly, and I still am highly suspicious of that. Because I've never come across orcs that do that. But he decided to do that in this game. And yeah, you could say, okay, maybe it's because this guy was a little bit more passive. But I don't know. I still had units. I still had an army. I was still a threat. We were still more or less on even keens with that. And he was going out of his way to get the expansions. And yes, that is a counter. That's why I was also upset. It's because that's a counter to Tower Island. Is you go for all the expansions ASAP. That's normally something you do once you realise the player's got a Tower Island. Once you know they've got a Tower Island. But he kind of had that... I mean, he had what? That base, that base, that base. He had more expansions than I did, and I was going out of my way. So unless that was his deliberate strategy at the start of the game, which, let's face it, I don't think it was. If anyone's going to do like a Tower Island mass expansion game, it's probably me. I don't think it's that guy. And he decided that was the game, and he had this one up the top here. That's why I was getting so upset. Oh, there's the agility time. It's still there. So just so you guys know, there's reasons for why I'm getting upset in these cases. There's good reasons for it. And I am still incredibly suspicious. I normally am suspicious. Battle.net teaches you to be that way. I mean, heck, I just played a bunch of games yesterday, and most of them were versus map hackers. I had an undead that was going boom, 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 boom on the minimap every time I was approaching the Red Creek camp and then backing off. He had no shades. He had no sentry wards. How do I know this? Because I had a Priest of the Moon. I had Scout, and Scout can see invisible units. There was 0 invisible units, 0 scouts, 0 sentry wards. Yet this guy... every time I would head towards that Red Keep, then he'd start moving towards me. I'd come back out of it, then he'd start moving back. There's a lot of it on Battle.net, so there's a good reason to be paranoid and to suspect it. And that was just so dodgy how he just went for mass expansions. Who does that? Who does that? I know Lost Temple is a great map for it, but even then, no one does that. I've played countless games on this map, and I've never seen anyone get that many expansions on this map. Even in like 2 versus 2 with Pracky doing this, the enemy don't get that many expansions. This is one player, and he had more expansions than I did for a strategy which was specific towards heading to as many expansions as possible. Getting the corner is very important because I can still potentially win the game, providing that I can still dominate. But if he has all of these gold mines and I only have this corner gold mine, he will still win. Even though, obviously, I can try to repel him with this awesome position, this fortress that can push him back. If he's got a gajillion gold, he will eventually be able to chuck enough destroyers, demolishers, and I will only have a limited amount of gold to repair and keep myself alive. So whilst this is an awesome position, if he gets the entirety of the map, which is why I had to push and make sure that he didn't and start fighting him on an army basis, because if he takes all those gold mines, which he did very early on, which no one ever fucking does, he would win the game. So I could not let him get that. So that meant I had to not concentrate on this tower island. So that's just in case you go, oh, why didn't you just stick at the top left and go with the tower island? That's why. Because if he gets, he can have like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4. But if he gets the entire map and all I've got is over here, I'm not winning that game, even with the tower island. Alright, hopefully you guys had some fun along the way. That was one hell of a stressful game. Check out the part where I definitely did E. I know that's going to almost become a meme now at this point. But I 100% did it. I saw the bats. Right, the bats are like over here. I saw them. I knew they were coming because you think I'm not noticing this stuff. I see on the minimap. I can see a lot of the things that happen. Bats are approaching here. I've got like that much distance. Like they are here. My Dragon Hawk Riders are here. They're coming here. E. Should be enough to grab them. But bats almost have... Actually, to be fair, thinking about it, I don't know who has the longest range. Aerial shackles or... What is it called? The bat ability? Concussive blow or something like that. I honestly forgot what it is called. Explosive concoction or something. But bat riders might have a longer range than aerial shackles. That might explain it. So the only way you can really aerial shackle a bat rider is if you've done it before they've locked onto you or previously like targeted you. So that's one of the things that I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong in that case, then absolutely fine. Or they might have an identical... say they both got 500 range. Unstable concoction. Thank you, Hive. Say they've both got 500 range. Perhaps it's just a case of RNG as to which one takes precedence. Because as soon as a Bat Rider goes into unstable concoction, they are invulnerable. They cannot be targeted. They cannot be taken out. They cannot be killed in any way, shape or form. Banished. Nothing. Nothing can be cast on them. Nothing can be physical or do damage to them. They are what they are. So, there you go. I'm willing to accept that I was wrong if that's the case. I'm absolutely fine to learn. But in my experience, I saw those bats in advance. I clicked E on them before they even really got into range to do their thing. So my Dragonhawk Rider should be going approaching target, aerial shackle. Yet the Bat Rider still went through. Now you might say, and I'm trying to cover as many things that are going to come up in the YouTube comments. You might say, oh, it's because he blew up your Dragonhawk Rider that was controlling the other Bat Riders, and then that Bat Rider going and blow that. That does happen. I'm aware of that, and I was doing my best to try to get around that. But that doesn't really come into effect when it comes to a 1 versus 1 situation, aka Bat Rider versus Dragonhawk Rider. Who's going to get the aerial shackle? Who's going to get the unstable concoction in the first place? That's the problem that I am not sure about. I could try to check that in the map editor. It takes me a while to open up the map editor, but I'll just do it now, just for argument's sake. I mean, if you're still here at this point in the video, then you may as well just wait a little bit longer, and I will get around to that part, which will let us know. So I'm opening up the Warcraft 3 world editor right now. That should be showing. That's what you see. That's what I see. I just see a bunch of white whilst it's loading up. Whoa. Whoa, what is going on there? That is big. Okay, let's get rid of that. That's what she said. Window capture. I don't want to capture that. Let's see if I can capture the part regarding the object editor. So the object editor in Warcraft 3 lets you look at all the abilities, all the spells, all the characters, what range they have. So I can do that right now. I don't think I can show it unless I can display my entire screen. So I'm going to attempt to display my entire screen, but I know that in the past this has not worked. Okay, this is going to work now. Thank goodness for that. Right, there's the screen, you can see. So we're going to look at aerial shackles. Cast range 550. So that means if I'm within 550 range of my opponent, that will go off. And it lasts for 40 seconds on bats. So long enough to kill them. Unless they get interrupted or something like that. So here's the orc and unstable concoction. 400 range. Wow, that's a lot shorter than I was expecting. That's 150 less. That's massive. It's not like it was 500 versus 550. That's 550 versus 400. So how the hell he got those off? I mean, it happened. It happened in the game. So there must have been a logical reason for it to occur. I don't think it's a bug. I don't think it's a glitch. Something happened, and in the heat of the moment, it's hard for me to recall back. It's easier to know. This is why backseat gamers are so prevalent, because it's easier to know when you're watching than when you're playing. But to me, 150 range is a big difference. There's no hack that can make you do that. It's just, it's the game engine. So the game engine allowed it to occur, so it must be allowed. I just don't quite know how that happens. If I definitely, which I did, I selected all of my Dragonhawk riders, moved them all up. The only way I can think okay here is I will make this very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got, say for example, we've got 4 bat riders coming up from the north hand side. Actually, I should do this here so I'm not getting interrupted. Alright, these 4 are approaching here, yeah? This guy, this bat rider, is approaching closest. Now, I see this and I press E, 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 E. However, that tells my units to do it in this order. The guy at the back is ordered to E this guy at the back. This guy on the side is ordered to do this guy slightly further at the back. This guy nearest the back is also ordered to do on this guy. So the way that works is, even though it's 550 versus 400, they're still having to travel further to get to the targets, and he's going to hit the Dragonhawk rider because he's going for this Dragonhawk rider closest, and that guy's going for the one at the back. Do you see what I mean? I'm trying to make that as clear as possible. But if that bat rider hits that Dragonhawk rider, whilst that Dragonhawk rider's trying to hit the bat at the back, I don't physically tell them, right, I want this one to hit exactly this one, I want this one to hit exactly this one. I just have to hope that the game engine's doing it right and targeting the nearest thing with the nearest Dragonhawk rider. That's all you can do. Unless you individually select each and every Dragonhawk rider and go like, okay, this one to this nearest bat, this one to this nearest bat, but that's impossible when they're coming at you like this speed. Right. Okay, I've pretty much covered everything I think that can come up as a YouTube comment, but I'm sure someone's going to come up with something else. So thank you very much everyone for watching. Hopefully you learned something from this game as well. And yeah, obviously pretty awesome game and a good bit of salt there as well. I didn't even say anything to insult him, but there you go. I did through the microphone stuff like that, but he shouldn't know about that, should he? Okay. Let's look at the stats. Yeah, you have the more powerful heroes. But I've got more control with my heroes. But the control is only so good for so long. The Blade Master still right-clicking your heroes is going to do just ridiculous amounts of damage. But the gold, that was the winner. GG.